Welcome to another challenge, everybody. This is an easy physical day of just stretching. So give me 30 minutes of your time and we'll start by rolling those shoulders back. Just do 10 reps of just rolling those shoulders back. Squeeze up at the top. That's going to help you relax afterward. Start making some twists, some general movement. I'm not needing you to yank your body, but we're just waking up the spine. Okay, next we have a standing side stretch. So you're going to just take your left arm and reach to the right side, completely over, looking up at your hands and not making any kink in your arm or elbow. Legs are straight, and it should be kind of uncomfortable, but it's a quick 5-second hold. Other side, make a C shape, bend over, directly over, and just keep reaching to the other side of the room. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to start marching in place. You could put your hands up just to kind of keep your knees accountable that they have to hit your hands. This is a slow version of high knees. I'm not going to make people run down a football field doing high knees because this could be a morning stretch for you. We're doing 30 reps in total. Sounds like a lot, but you'll be there before you know it. Okay, finish up your last rep here. Next thing we're going to do is reach up over our shoulders, reach to the sky, and then we're going to swan dive forward, exhaling with our legs straight, putting our feet together. We're going to just hang forward. Alright, lean forward still for 3, 2, 1. We're going to go up to flat back. Support your hands on your legs while you're the letter L, and then we're going to lean back forward and just stretch out again. I want you to move back up to flat back, looking up at the camera, and then swan dive back up, stretching your hands to the sky into the air. Okay, straddle the towel or whatever you have in front of you and just let your arms hang, dangling over your head with your legs straight. Hamstrings are straight, quads are straight, and you're just hanging. Try not to sway like I am. Don't do what I'm doing. Just hang there. Hang there. Don't even move. Don't move. Don't move. You're doing great. Keep it up. Am I ruining the flow? Keep it up. Don't move. I know you can't see the camera. Okay, now put your left hand in front of you and reach your right arm up to the sky. So left hand is on the ground, right arm is to the sky. This might be a little difficult for people, so wait, we're gonna go get a book, a block, I don't care, your cat, your dog, whatever you have, you can use anything, and use that as a support that will open up your chest, that'll let you get a full extension through your back, and this should be a little uncomfortable, but we're gonna just hold this. And 3, 2, 1, switch arms. Put your other arm on the block, other arm in the air. Put your chin to the shoulder and look up at your hands or in the sky. And 3, 2, 1. You can release your other arm down. Very good. And roll up like a rag doll. And step in the middle of your mat. Start rounding those shoulders again for another 10 reps. Don't be afraid to walk around and explore the space a little bit. And good job. Alright, start flapping those arms. Just let your arms kind of dangle and crisscross them in the front of you. Now what we're going to do is just crisscross our right arm over our left side of our body and hold it. Now look to the right and left. Just look over your shoulders, back and forth. We're going to do 10 looks before we start crisscrossing again. And 3, 2, 1. Start with the arms again. And here we go to the other side. The stretch isn't in a race, it's just to kind of wake up your neck muscles. Everything in your body's attached, always remember that, because if you have a sore neck, you're going to get tight shoulders, you're going to get a tight upper back. It's just going to mess up your whole day. You can get tension headaches, so that's why I like to add and incorporate all the little things. Next thing we're going to do is put your right hand, behind your back, grab it with the left hand, and make a little chicken wing with your left elbow. So there's a big square there, and lean your left side of your neck directly over your shoulder. So your ears should be right over your shoulder. This is a really nice neck stretch on the right side there. I want you to turn your gaze down. So my eyes are looking downward, and my head is tilted slightly downward. It's going to change which muscles you're using. Also now changing the gaze upward, looking up to the ceiling. This stretch can be repeated when I'm all done here if you want to come back to it. Going to the other side, we're going to grab the left hand with the right arm and then make a chicken wing with our right arm. And now you're stretching your neck towards the little chicken wing arm you got there, straight down, ear to shoulder. Now my gaze is going to change down. You're going to see me look down, head slightly tilted, and then now my gaze is going to look up. I'm doing about 10 seconds hold on each side. Great job, everybody. Next thing we're going to do is take our right leg, step it in front of you, out-turn the left leg a little bit so the toes are pointed slightly outward. And you're just going to lean forward over that straight right leg. We're holding this one for about 30 seconds, so it's going to be a little wait, but I'll count down for when you can sit up. In 3, 2, 1, feel free to sit up out of your stretch. Switch legs. Step the left leg forward. Out-turn the back leg out a little bit, just the foot area, and then lean forward for another 25-30 seconds. I will count down when you can lean out of it. These stretches can be as deep as you need them to be, as difficult as you need them to be. Either way you're moving, blood's flowing. When you come out of the stretch, bend your front leg forward. So bend the knee, in 3, 2, 1, bend the knee and come out easily. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Next, I want you to find a wall. Put your arm against the wall. Stretch out your pectoral muscles. Hand should be flat against the wall. It doesn't need to be at the edge of the wall. I just happen to be standing at the edge. This is for a total of 30 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, come on out. Other side. You can release this stretch. Alright, next I want you to find a doorway. If you can't reach a doorway, you can always use a dining room table. But just hold on to it and lean forward. This helps kind of release the tendons that are kind of trapped in between your shoulder blade and your rotator cuff. The bones can impinge this tendon, but this helps release it. If you have pain doing this, reaching overhead, then you should probably go see your doctor, because movement exercise is definitely a good treatment modality. But you should be seeing a physical therapist for that. So, alright, switch sides, other side. The bigger your shoulder muscles are, the less range of motion you'll tend to have. A lot of big guys have a really poor flexibility in their shoulders, and something they should definitely work on a couple times a week at least. And 3, 2, 1. Alright, kind of shake those out. Take both your hands, reach them behind your back, interlace your fingers, and keep your palms together and just pucker your chest out and stretch your chest. This is a great sternum chest stretch. It's also kind of doing the opposite of what we're doing with our backs. Normally we're all hunched forward. This is just going to kind of change that direction. Look where it feels natural for you, because the change of your head position changes the whole exercise. Apparently looking up for me is what made it feel good for me. So, alright, roll them out. Next exercise. Alright, we get to sit down. Next one we have is child's pose. So, we are going to have you lean forward, and we're going to sit here for a little bit, so you can even put your head on the floor, your forehead on the floor. Just kind of breathe. Just think about breathing and relaxing. Your body's not normally in this position, so it's kind of detaching itself. And 3, 2, 1. Alright, just slide to the side and feel the lateral movement and the stretch in your lats just kind of give way. And 3, 2, 1. We are going to go to the other side now. Feel that stretch in your lats again, and you should feel it on the right side of your lats. And 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everybody. Alright, we're going to stand back up. This one I like to call the Spider-Man pose or creature pose. I just made that up, but I like to be on the balls of my feet on my toes, put my elbows on the insides of my legs, crouch down, and just kind of feel out the movement by stretching the inner thighs. Take a few seconds to just kind of feel it out. Lean forward, lean to the sides, lean left and right. Feel it out. Just get the blood moving. Alright, that's it for being a creature. Lay down on your back, and we are going to stretch our lower back and our hamstrings. This is a great gluteal stretch. I want you to take your right leg, put it over your left thigh, put your hand through the hole you made, and grab your knee and pull in tight towards your body. This is a perfect stretch if you have history of sciatica, which is that lower back pain radiating down your leg, or if you've got like a piriformis issue. A lot of runners get this. This is a runner's stretch. This is something you should live in if you do any type of activity, or something you should live in if you don't do any activity. I think this is something everybody should be doing before they go to bed. Switch sides. Do the same thing. Put your left leg over your right thigh, and then hand through the hole. Grab a hold of your knee, pull towards your chest. Relax your head and just kind of sit there, feel it out. And revisit this stretch again because it's so awesome. Next, we have a basic split stretch. You're just gonna have your legs spread out, reach in front of you, and just kind of stretch forward. Better if your toes are pointed up. Mine are a little on the sag side, but if you can, flex your feet and stretch forward. Okay, we are going to pick a side. Now lean over and stretch to the one side. Here I'm showing you, some people aren't that flexible. You can just touch your shin and just lean forward. Okay, now we're going to make our way to the other side. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Good job, everybody. We're going to just go into a butterfly stretch. Almost like our creature pose, but we are lazy creatures right now. I don't care if you lean forward. I don't care if you sit straight up. Just kind of hold this pose, make it as intense as you wish. Alright, now stretch out your feet straight in front of you, have your toes pointed to the sky, feet are flexed, and lean forward. This one is quite painful, but it feels good when you're done. Okay, moving on to the next stretch. Another runner's favorite is something that's going to help stretch your hip flexors and your quads. You're just going to lean back once you have one leg kicked back. Some people, having that leg kicked back is enough. You don't need to lean. So whatever you fancy. You can just lean back, chill. Some people can lay flat back on the floor. They're crazy. But, you know, this is up to you. You can make it as intense as you wish. So, you can be watching TV right now. You can be paying bills. You can be on your phone. Next leg. Kick the next leg back and just lean back. Very simple. As you can see, I'm leaning on an angle, so I can feel the stretch the most. The hip flexors are those muscles that are right on the front of your hips. Kind of central on your quadriceps, but straight up. So this is perfect. You guys are doing amazing. We're gonna stand up and give me 10 more minutes of your time. It's not gonna be too hard, but I'm gonna move you around a little bit. Be a star. Legs are spread, and have a straight back when you lean over to touch each toe. I'm doing 10 repetitions total. Not 10 on each side, but 10 total. You can see how slow I'm taking it. This is not a race. This is something to concentrate on your movement. This is going to prevent you from throwing out your back from doing something really simple and easy. Say, reaching for a towel. I just had a 40-year-old patient who just threw out their back from reaching for a towel. So take care of your body, everybody. Take it slow. Awesome. Now I'm going to teach you how to pretend you drop something. You're going to reach for the sky. Oh, you just dropped something. Now you're going to pick it up. And as you reach for the sky, you drop the same arm you're reaching backwards. And you are pushing off that left heel that's staying stationary. All the weight is going on that left leg and is the power move. You're not using your back at all. This is a balanced movement. This is not something to be ashamed if you can't do it as fluid You can hold on to a table or a countertop with your other hand, but I want the same hand and the same leg kicking back with all the weight being pushed up from the standing leg's heel. Okay, one more. Perfect. Okay guys, same thing on the left leg. So what you're going to do is take that left arm and reach for the sky. And you drop something, up, pick it up. So up in the air, drop something, left leg shoots back as far as you can as you're pushing all the weight down off your right heel. So your right heel and your right leg is bending minimally, but it's doing all that work that your back is not doing. This is an injury preventive exercise, everyone, so keep going, 10 reps each side, you're doing great. This is a basic functional movement pattern. It may not be directly stretching, but it's something that your body needs to kind of be reminded on how to move for when we have to do something quickly or we're not thinking about it and we do it. So okay, this one's easy. So lean over to the right foot like you're picking up a box and setting it down on your left foot. We're just doing a quick total of 8, so you got 4 more. Here we go. Ready, 1. Picked up the box. 2. Drop the box off. 3. Your UPS. 4. Your Amazon. Okay, next on our list is micro squats. Looks ridiculous, I know. Looks really stupid. Why waste my time? How is this going to get me where I want to be in life? If you don't go back to the fundamentals and the basics every once in a while, you'll never do the big things right. So, very small movements, just semi-squatting. Maybe you have a knee problem, ankle problem, calf, foot, flexibility issues in your calf, but this is something everybody can start with. And if you have most injuries, you can do these, unless your whole leg is broken. But okay, basic. We are just putting our heels, striking it straight up into the air while our left leg is straight and strong. So right leg, knee is going up. As you can see, it's a 90 degree, and we're touching the floor with our toe, and then we're going straight back up to it. When I was like 14, my mom bought me this book called Teen Fitness, and this was one of the moves. And I remember doing this like in the shower or before like sports and stuff, and yeah, I'm still doing it to this day. Helps with my hip mobility, helps see what's going on. Look at, you can also use a support system like a chair. If I were doing a pre-run, I would be really swinging it to warm up my hip, but this is just an exercise for everyone, so good job on that. Next one, we are just leaning to each side. Just leaning, nothing special here. There is no tricks, gimmicks, quick pills, quick fixes, special diets, special movements that's gonna do everything you want in life. So we are starting with the basics, leaning to each side. I guess if you want to be super fit, you can say you were doing some side lunges today. Very good. Okay, we're going to go back to that glute stretch. So we're going to go back onto the ground and do the same thing. We're putting our right foot over our left thigh, hand through the hole, grab your knee and hug it to your chest. Hold it there and just kind of breathe and relax. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Get out of that one and switch your legs. Swim right through, grab the knee, hug it to the chest. And 3, 2, 1. Release and hug both your knees to your chest. Just kind of hug those knees. Make sure there's no gap in your lower back to the floor, so you kind of have to adjust your pelvis so your hips aren't like lifting your lower back off the ground. Okay, so now put your arms out to the side like you're a T and sway your hips one way as you look in the opposite direction. So your feet are one way and you're looking the other way. Do not do this quickly, and don't sue me if you blow your back out, but this feels really good to me, so try it out. Okay, here you go, the other direction. This is supposed to be a very slow movement. You should feel your core being kind of engaged here, so you're not just relying on your spine to hold the weight of your legs. And we're going back again for one more round. Boom. Feel that stretch. Yeah! Did I just ruin your coziness? Alright, one more side. Here we go. Other side. And look the other way. As you can see, looking the other way kind of keeps your back shoulders on the ground. Hug the knees and get on up. Okay, we're just gonna sit here. So I just want you to sit here. Kind of think about your posture. Don't sit up too tall where it arches your lower back. Just find a comfortable posture and just sit there and take a few deep breaths. Not embarrassing to breathe, people. Just, don't be embarrassed. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just kidding. Okay, so we are going to go into a downward dog, which just make your body into like a little carrot, I guess, and be on your toes. Put all the weight on your index finger and thumb, and just kind of push through the heels. The heels don't have to be touching. That's fine. And yeah, you're doing great. Just want people to hold it. Get used to holding it for a few seconds, and we'll get out of there. Alright, get out of there. Get out of there now. Get out. Just kidding. Okay, so what am I doing now? I am sitting just like I was before, but now I am sitting on my toes. My toes are curled out from under me. This is very painful, but everything roots from our feet up. So stretching the bottom of your feet, there's a huge band of muscle under there. So try to smile if you can, but 15 seconds and you can feel a huge difference, especially if you're on your feet all day. Give them a bit of a tap. That'll take the blood back to them. Okay, we're on our stomachs. I want everybody to just kind of take one leg, try to touch their foot to their hand that is stationary and in a T position. Kind of hold it if you want, or you can just kind of rock on over to the other side and just touch. Try to touch and reach that foot to the stationary hand. Alright, cobra pose. So, push off the floor and make sure your thighs are off the floor. Make sure your head is not buried in your shoulders and is looking up, looking strong. You can even rock a little bit to crack your lower back like I do. And then we'll go back to the same sequence. When you're doing the cobra pose, your elbows are tight to your sides and you got the turtle head out of the shell and you are out of your shoulders. Sometimes it's good to be on top of your feet as well. Good job, everyone. Hope you're doing what I'm doing, chugging a glass of nice water. I'm being a real big creep right now, just staring into the screen trying to chug some water, but you did it. You finished another day of the challenge. Hope to see you next time, and hope you're on the roster board for being a master or an ultimate master completer of the 14-day challenge. Alright guys, good luck!